This news is about how Apple iPhone has an emergency SOS that can truly save lives. Michael Miraflor sent a message on Twitter, now known as X. He tweeted that iPhones have a feature embedded in the phone called Apple Emergency SOS. You can even use this feature when no cellular or Wi-Fi is available. This feature can directly connect to emergency responders via the satellite. When pressing on both sides of the phone, a message is sent, and then you will get a quick emergency response. The phone will let them know your location address as well, allowing the responders to quickly respond and save your life. Michael commented that his family, brother and sister, were stranded in their car near a shopping mall in Lahaina. They took out their phone and pressed down on the buttons on the sides of the phone. When holding down on the buttons, the emergency SOS appeared. When it appears, slide the SOS slider to the right and it will automatically call emergency. When Michael's family did this, within 30 minutes, emergency responders arrived. They were able to get out safely as the fire approached, and their lives were saved. He wants everyone to know that this can be used in any natural disaster. This feature can save your life. The emergency SOS feature is really cool because you can contact emergency services directly as well without using satellite. This was recently released in November 2022. Also, you can add emergency contacts. For example, your family or close friend, someone who can help you and you trust. Add their names to the list so you are prepared. When time comes and you need help, you can activate the emergency SOS and it will send out messages to all your emergency contacts on the list. This feature is included in all iPhones. If you are having a hard time sliding the SOS slider, continue to hold the button on the side and the phone will count down and then automatically send a message to your emergency contacts. If your iPhone is older than 7, you can access emergency by pushing on the button 5 times. An SOS message will be sent. Now in the news is about funds donated to those impacted by the devastating wildfires on Maui, Lahaina, and other areas. Those impacted are going through the recovery process. Many nonprofit organizations have created an avenue for us to donate money. They have raised a lot of money. So how can you help? Those who live on the neighbor islands or other areas can go online to Hawaii Community Foundation, HCF/Maui Strong. Maui Strong Fund was set up specifically to help those who have been impacted by the wildfires. These funds will go directly to them. There are many other organizations you can donate, like the American Red Cross. You can also donate clothing and other items to Salvation Army. There is a long list of organizations online. Of course, there are so many organizations that want to help, but you need to make sure the organization you donate is legit. So many have good intentions wanting to help and donate, but behind the scenes there are many who will take advantage of the situation and scam people. Keep an eye out for that. How can you detect whether or not it is a scam? Scammers tend to ask you directly to donate money, telling you it is urgent, and they are pushy. Another way is that scammers will ask you for cash or a gift card sent to them. Legitimate charities will accept checks and credit card. Scammers don't. Be suspicious if this happens. Also, check the names to make sure the spelling is correct and it matches the organization. Scammers tend to copy the name and then a letter gets dropped out. Something gets added. It almost looks like the real name, but when you look closer, it is slightly off. Look closely to make sure it's a trusted organization. Hawaii Community Foundation, HCF. Check to make sure it's specifically for Maui Strong Funds. If everything looks good, then go ahead and donate. Always check first before you proceed. Lastly, scammers won't tell you who will benefit from your donation, where the money will be spent. Legitimate charities will have a goal, a vision how to help Maui residents in Lahaina and other areas. They are ready to tell you how they plan to help. They will be specific, where scammers are vague and won't give you any specifics. They will not give you truthful answers. Be suspicious of this and don't donate. Organizations accepting donations are required to report on the money collected and how it was spent, making sure it is aligned with their vision. There are online resources that you can use to verify what charity is legitimate. They are IRS Tax Exemption Organization Search, Charity Navigator, DCCA Business Search. You can click on these 3 links in the article. By using these resources, you can feel good about knowing your donation is safe. COVID numbers are on the rise again due to summer traveling. Those who are ages 65 and older, or who have respiratory issues, or a weak immune system, it is highly recommended you get vaccinated. This advice is from specialist Dr. Ching Hong. Also, it is hard to predict what fall and winter will look like. If you don't feel right, maybe you think it is the flu based on the symptoms you are experiencing, don't dismiss that it could be COVID because it is still around. If you suspect you have COVID, you can take a home test. The test kits are still good, even with an expired date on the package. It is good to check just to be safe so you can continue to protect yourself and others. If you do get COVID, you need to isolate for 5 days. Don't go to work or school. Same applies to children. After the first 5 days of isolation, when your child goes back to school, make sure they wear a mask during the first week back. This will help prevent the spread of COVID. There is an advanced COVID vaccine that will be released in the fall. If you have already had COVID or been boosted, you can wait to see if that is enough protection. If you feel an urgency, go ahead and get the booster.